Hi everyone, it's Chris at Involve Me, and I just wanted to go through some of the terminologies that we use when we're talking about the transfer of knowledge between human beings, especially in business, where we tend to use terminologies incorrectly a lot of the time. We're not precise with how we talk about a lot of these things, and I think that there's a lot of muddiness and a lack of understanding about these different types. So I just wanted to go through some of the basics. Obviously part of my specialty is teaching and learning, and it's something I use throughout my coaching, my mentoring, my consulting as well. So the first of these is one that we use quite a lot, and it's a great phrase: knowledge transfer. It's a fantastic way of saying I am giving you knowledge. But the problem with knowledge transfer is that you're making knowledge available, and that's it. You know, it's not actually an active thing. Where you are a knowledge transfer device, you know, hypothetically as a teacher, actually a piece of paper is a knowledge transfer device, a billboard, something on a screen, listening to someone talk or lecture or whatever, right? So knowledge transfer is not a guaranteed method of getting knowledge across, and it's actually a terrible way of doing it, because realistically you want to be engaging people to learn, and that is not just knowledge transfer, right? So knowledge transfer is the first of these. The second of these is instruction, which is similar to knowledge transfer. Now, instruction is, again, something that can just be on a bit of paper. It's instructions. It's telling you what to do with the expectation that that will be followed, but there's no follow through, there's no organic learning, there's no questioning particularly. It's very different. It's a very different proposition to what a lot of people would think of as core teaching. So instruction, again, is quite limited in terms of teaching, especially in industry. That's very often what you get for onboarding, and onboarding is not usually particularly good, right? There are much better ways of doing it. After that, we've got training. Now, training's an interesting one because it covers quite a scope, kind of in the middle of all of this. Knowledge transfer is part of it, instruction is maybe part of it, but with training you have the expectation that people are going to learn by doing something. They're going to learn by applying themselves in some way, or some of the knowledge that they are trying to attain for themselves. So training can be very rigid and stultified, or it can be very organic and very flowing and very, you know, enjoyable. And then we have coaching. So coaching is a really good one because coaching kind of starts leaning into the whole andragogy side of things, where, you know, it's much more active, but a coach is somebody who guides, right? So let's take a really good analogy of this. In sports, the coach is the one who understands the nuance, who develops the team, understands the strategies, looks at long-term goals, understands the strengths and weaknesses of players. Now, those individual players may be able to do that job and those tasks better than the coach, but the coach will get the best out of these people. He will get them. They may be the best in the world at what they do, but he will get them to do it as best they can, whether he can do it or not, or she can do it or not. So this is a different proposition again. You know, coaching is guiding people essentially to, you know, what they can do, be the best that they can be. Then we have consulting, and consulting is a bit of a funny one because it can be all the way from very basic stuff all the way through to quite in-depth coaching, mentoring kind of stuff. But consulting really is advising. And you get a lot of consultants who come in and say, I'm a consultant and I'm an expert and this is what you have to do. But then a lot of people, a lot of companies see consulting as you come in and you do contracted work, which is contracting, right? That's not really consulting. Realistically, a consultant works best when they come in, they advise you on how to sustainably and repeatably learn it for yourself. And then when they leave, you're capable of applying that in your organisation, and you can call them back for other things or for, you know, deeper looks into it. And then we have the last one, which is my preferred method, which is mentoring. And mentor comes from an ancient Greek advisor who gave a lot of expert opinion and guidance, you know, for, I think it was for a king. And mentors are usually a much more one-to-one or very small group relationship, because it is a very active, in-depth guiding, using expert knowledge and advice gained from a deep level understanding. So those are the kind of teaching and learning or knowledge transfer, if you like, methodologies that get talked about and used in business. I didn't mention teaching really in all of this, because all of them are teaching, right? Teaching is basically not just giving knowledge. Knowledge transfer is the smallest part of what a teacher should be doing. A teacher really should be guiding and inspiring and enabling people to learn. I can open the door of knowledge for you, but I can't kick you through it. You have to walk through it yourself and attain your own learning. So a teacher is there. All of these teachers really should be there to not fill a vessel with knowledge like a cup with water, but to light a fire and help people engage and understand how to learn for themselves. Thanks very much for watching. If you want to see more of what I talk about, have a look on involvemetraining.com, go to my Twitter, go to my LinkedIn, and until next time, take care out there.